With the permission of the director, the induction program of first year BTech 2021 batch starts. May I now invite the dignitaries to the dais. Patriotism is supporting your country all the time and your government when it deserves it. I request all to rise for the Vande Mataram national song. I asked for strength, the world gave me difficulties to make me strong. I asked for wisdom, and the world gave me problems to solve. I asked for prosperity, and the world gave me brain and brawn to work. I asked for courage, and the world gave me danger to overcome. I asked for love, and the world gave me troubled people to help. I asked for favor, and the world gave me opportunities. I received nothing I wanted. I received everything I needed. This is the modified version of a quote which teaches us how it is upon us to convert the challenges we face into opportunities and achievements. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Doing is not enough. We must do it. Goethe said this principle, and this principle is followed by NIT Andhra Pradesh. Good afternoon, honorable authorities on the dais, faculty members, administrative staffs, parents, and new aspirants of NIT Andhra Pradesh. It gives me prodigious pleasure to extend to you all very warm greetings for the virtual inauguration of the induction program of the first year BTech 2021 batch. I was just wondering if life is like a game, like those we have in our phones. Just like these games are divided into different levels, our life has different stages. Each level has its own difficulties, but crossing them is what makes us veteran. Going by this, I would like to congratulate the young aspirants of first year BTech courses who have successfully cleared their previous levels and stepped into this new world of learning, engineering, and technology. The COVID-19 outbreak has brought our lives to a standstill and has confronted the entire world with crisis like ever before, redefining the way we exist. However, in the wake of unprecedented calamity, the doctors, nurses, people from municipality corporation, Grama volunteers, and police officials are the warriors who are fighting this disease and the front lines and putting their own lives at risk to keep us safe. This is the ideal opportunity to extend our gratitude to all of them for their services around the clock. I request all to unmute the mic and give them a standing ovation. I request all to stand up. Thank you. I request all to remain seated. I request all to unmute the mic. I now request Dr. G.B. Viresh Kumar, Associate Dean, Student Affairs, to give the welcome address and brief about the induction program.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. Respected Director, Professor C.S.P. Rao, Chief Guest of the inaugural function of Induction Program 2020, Ms. Mridula Ramesh, Chairperson, BOG, NIT Andhra Pradesh, In Charge Registrar, Dr. Dinesh P. Shankar Reddy, Deans, Associate Deans, Heads of various departments, faculty, staff, parents, and my dear student friends. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all for the inaugural function of the Induction Program 2020. I take this opportunity to welcome the man behind the overall progress of NIT Andhra Pradesh, our beloved Director, Professor C.S.P. Rao Garu, for the inaugural function of the 12-day online Induction Program 2020 at NIT Andhra Pradesh campus. It's indeed a great honor to invite Ms. Mridula Ramesh, an author, founder of the Sundaram Climate Institute, and the chairperson of Board of Governors, NIT Andhra Pradesh, on behalf of the entire family of NIT Andhra Pradesh to this virtual inaugural function. Thank you, madam, for accepting our invitation and joining us online in spite of your busy schedule. I am very thankful to our in-charge registrar, Dr. Dinesh P. Shankar Reddy, for the inaugural function. I am glad to welcome our Dean, Academic Affairs, Dr. T. Kormaya, for this function. I welcome all the deans, associate deans, heads of various departments, faculty, and staff for this inaugural function. On behalf of the entire family of NIT Andhra Pradesh, I wholeheartedly welcome the new members into our family, the first year BTech students of 2021 batch, along with their parents, for the inaugural function of the Induction Program 2020. First of all, my hearty congratulations to you all, first year students, for successfully clearing the first step, that is JEE Mains exam, and securing admission to NIT Andhra Pradesh. My dear student friends, with the permission and the directions of our esteemed Director, Professor C.S.P. Rao, a 12-day induction program 2020 for you all is scheduled from 1st to 12th December 20 with the following objectives: to familiarize with the rules and regulations of our institution, to educate life skills, human values, and professional discipline, to improve creative learning, bonding with students and teachers, special training to the students who are willing to improve their listening, writing, and communication skills in English, problem-solving techniques with the learning by doing, stress relieving, at large, ability to adapt themselves to the changing market conditions. To fulfill the above said objectives, we, the committee of faculty members entrusted with the responsibility of organizing Induction Program 2020, and have contacted eminent speakers from all parts of the country and abroad. Lectures by the experts on various topics such as art of mind control, time management, communication and leadership in daily life, how to grab opportunities in life, goal setting and career planning, designing destiny with self-awareness, befriending with stress, learning the secrets of breath, the mind and physical wellness, along with the sessions on challenges to youth in modern times are planned in a phased manner. The students will be interacting with the experts from industries who will offer lectures on the industry expectations and latest trends, the academia and industry interface, project-based learning, origami and applications, industrial robotics, etc. Addressed by the respective heads of departments to the students of relevant branches about the curricular structure, syllabus, and other activities will be presented. interactive sessions and essay writing on the national programs like Make in India, Swachh Bharat, Fit India, Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat, Atmanirbhar Bharat, National Unity, Vigilance Awareness, etc. are also planned, and all the students are requested to undertake these activities actively. Information related to the students' clubs, cultural activities, hostels and sports facilities, information related to outreach activities, departmental technical associations, interaction with the senior students, and a lot more have been planned in different sessions. These events shall offer an idea of the extracurricular areas wherein the students can actively associate. 3 sessions have been planned every day. Forenoon session will be held from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. Afternoon sessions will be held from 3 to 5 p.m. and evening sessions shall involve students' participation in various events. All these sessions are dedicated to the unsung heroes of our country who served selflessly and helped us, the mankind, for a better future. I strongly advise all the student friends to make full use of all the above sessions, make all the sessions more interactive, participate in all the activities, learn and implement the outcomes in your daily life. At this moment, I would like to inform you all, my dear student friends and the parents, though we are second youngest out of 32 NITs across the country, but we stand 8th position in terms of training and placement activities. With the round-the-clock support and guidance from our Director, Professor CSP Rao, the TNP cell working day in, day out to achieve next higher position. Finally, I invite all of you to join hands with our senior students, faculty members, staff, and to contribute in making NIT Andhra Pradesh campus much more vibrant and colorful. I once again thank my director, Professor CSP Rao, for giving me this opportunity. Wish you all, the first year students, are happy, joyful, and prosperous learning at NIT Andhra Pradesh campus. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Deepam signifies knowledge. All our activities should be governed by the light of knowledge, especially the knowledge of Dharma. By this knowledge, ignorance or darkness is dispelled. So, the lamp which is kept lit for all occasions is a witness to our thoughts and actions. May I now request the dignitaries on the dais to light the lamp. I request all to rise for the prayer song. I now request Dr. T. Kurmaya, Dean, Academic Affairs, NIT Andhra Pradesh, to give an outline of various programs offered in the institute.
Thank you, Dr. Deepa Madam. Respected Director of NIT Andhra Pradesh, Professor C. Suri Prakash Rao Garu, Chief Guest of today's function, and the Honorable Chairperson of Board of Governors, NIT Andhra Pradesh, Ms. Mrudula Ramesh Garu, In charge Registrar and Dean Faculty Welfare, Dr. P. Dinesh Shankar Reddy Garu, Deans, Associate Deans, Heads of the Departments, Faculty members, distinguished guests, parents, and the students. Good afternoon to one and all. First of all, I congratulate all the students for getting admission into NIT Andhra Pradesh. Also, I applaud all the parents who have been supporting their wards to reach their goals. As you all know, NIT Andhra Pradesh was established in 2015. Until the last year, intake for the BTech program was 480. However, with the continuous efforts and attempts, our director and the institute administration could able to increase the intake to 600 students. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, this year, immediately after JOSA and CSAB counseling, students are instructed to report to allotted institute through online mode. Our admission section has taken all measures to complete the admission process successfully with the able guidance of our director, sir. So far, 570 students reported to the institute, and we are expecting remaining allotted students also will report by today evening. Today is the last date for reporting. On this occasion, I take this opportunity to laud Admission Officer Dr. Tapas and his team for their continuous effort and hard work for completing this huge task successfully. Now I take this opportunity to present brief outline of academic programs that are offered in NIT Andhra Pradesh. NIT Andhra Pradesh has 10 academic departments, namely Department of Biotechnology, Chemical Engineering, Civil Engineering, Computer Science and Engineering, Electronics and Communication Engineering, Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, Metallurgical and Materials Engineering. In addition to the engineering departments, we have School of Sciences and School of Humanities and Management. First 8 departments are offering BTech program, and MTech program is also offered, and the offered MTech programs in NIT AP are Geotechnical Engineering, Computer Science and Data Analytics, Power Electronics and Devices, Advanced Communication Systems and Signal Processing, Thermal Engineering and Manufacturing Engineering. In addition to that, Computer Science Department offering MS by Research program also. And all the departments are offering PhD programs, including School of Science and School of Humanities and Management. It gives me pleasure to say that NIT AP has modern classrooms, excellent teaching staff, library, and all other amenities to cater the needs of the students. Detailed rules and regulations of BTech program will be presented in the evening session after the inaugural function. So with this brief introduction, I wish best of luck to all the students for their future endeavor. I thank organizers for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. P. Dinesh Shankar Reddy, Registrar in Charge, NIT Andhra Pradesh, to give an overview about the institute.
Respected Chairperson, Board of Governors of NIT Andhra Pradesh, and today's Chief Guest, Ms. Mrudula Ramesh, Respected Director, NIT Andhra Pradesh, Professor CSP Rao, Dean Academic Affairs, Dr. Kurmaya, Heads of various departments, Associate Deans, dear colleagues, all my dear first year students and their parents, very good afternoon to all of you. Today I am here to present you a brief overview on the journey of NIT Andhra Pradesh during the past 5 years. NIT Andhra Pradesh was established in the year 2015 at Tadepalligudem town, West Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh, with an intake of 480 students in 8 disciplines of engineering. It is the 31st NIT in the country. During the first 4 years, NIT Andhra Pradesh functioned from 2 transitory campuses, and the students were accommodated at 7 to 8 different places in and around Tadepalligudem. The sacrifices made by the students, faculty and staff during the initial years are always appreciated and remembered during the further growth of the institution. Professor CSP Rao was appointed as the founder director of NIT Andhra Pradesh during March 2018. With his distinct vision, persistence, and with the support of CPWD, we could able to get 50,000 square meters of area got constructed within 10 months of time. By December 2019, 1 academic complex, 1 laboratory complex, 3 workshops, boys hostel blocks, girls hostel blocks, faculty and non-teaching staff quarters, guest house, canteen, and open sports arena facilities were completed. From the month of December 2019, all the operations of NIT Andhra Pradesh were started from its permanent campus, which you have watched through video presentation just now. On 27th October 2020, Honorable Union Minister of Education, Dr. Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, has inaugurated several of these facilities and dedicated the NIT Andhra Pradesh campus to the nation. Honorable Minister has highly appreciated the Director for his dedicated efforts in timely completion of the construction activities in the campus and for becoming a role model to other new NITs in terms of rapid pace of construction activities. Without the effect of COVID-19, another 50,000 square meters of area would have been already handed over by the construction agency, but we are pretty much sure that in another 1 to 2 months of time, the remaining buildings, which include another academic complex, laboratory complex, administrative block, central library, additional blocks for boys hostels, student amenities center, health center, indoor sports complex will be handed over to us. With all these facilities, NIT Andhra Pradesh will be self-sufficient to provide the required amenities to its stakeholders. From the year 2019, the institute has started PhD program both regular and part-time and MS by research program in all the disciplines of engineering and also in sciences, humanities and management. From the current academic year, MTech program was started in 6 specializations of engineering and also the UG intake was increased to 600. As on date, the institute has 47 regular and 70 ad hoc faculty members, 65 regular non-teaching staff supported by nearly 200 outsourced staff. With the dedicated efforts of the faculty, during the past 2 years, the institute has got 19 funded research projects worth of 45 million rupees and has penned 11 MOUs with prestigious organizations like IIT Kanpur, NIT Surathkal, National Highway Authority of India, McLean Solutions, etc. Recently, the institute has got a big consultancy project from Polar Authority. NIT Andhra Pradesh has earned its name in providing placements to the students. For the first batch of students, institute has provided 70 to 80% of placements with an annual CPC of 6.5 lakh rupees. For the next batch, the placement percentage was around 60 to 70%. Even the current placement season is also progressing as per our expectations. Along with placements, the students of the institute are all continuously motivated to pursue higher education and also to become entrepreneurs. For the next 5 years, NIT Andhra Pradesh is focusing to create state-of-the-art infrastructural laboratories with some centers of excellence and also to add up some additional area for individual departments. Before end up my speech, I'll be closing with a few lines on education. Education is the all-round development of individual's personality. Education is a process of man-making. Thus, at the end of our studies, we find that education is a significant factor for achieving success, building characters, and for living a wholesome and happy life. Ultimately, true education shall always make the person more humane. I request all the first year students to please remember, and I request them to become a more humane, a person with a more humanity. With these words, I wish the very best to all the students got admitted in NIT Andhra Pradesh and take leave. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. She is an active angel investor in clean tech startups. Her vision about India in 2030 is geographic diversity is the strength of India, and to leverage that strength, ideas, innovations are requested to come from every part of India. The book authored by her, The Climate Solution, India's Climate Change Crisis and What We Can Do About It, has created ripples and has also thrown light on groundwater contamination, nutritional deficiency, and agriculture productivity. I now request Dr. Surendra H.M. Gowda, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, NIT Andhra Pradesh, to introduce our chief guest, Ms. Mridula Ramesh, Chairperson, Board of Governors, NIT Andhra Pradesh.
A very good afternoon to one and all. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce today's chief guest, Ms. Mridula Ramesh. Ms. Mridula Ramesh is the chairperson of the Board of Governors of NIT Andhra Pradesh. I would like to brief her biography in this special occasion. She is a graduate with a distinction from Cornell University, USA, with majors in chemistry and microbiology. Thereafter, she pursued MBA from Kellogg School of Management. She worked at McKinsey in Silicon Valley, USA, before returning to India. She is the founder of the Sundaram Climate Institute, which focuses on waste, water solutions, and education. This institute conducts extensive research on waste and water realities to drive impactful solutioning. She is an active investor in clean tech startups with over 15 startups. She is the author of a famous book titled The Climate Solution, India's Climate Change Crisis and What We Can Do About It. She is actively serving in several angel management groups, including the Indian Angels and the Chennai Angels. And she is involved in several initiatives to stimulate entrepreneurship to build climate resilience. She writes regularly on climate changes, with her column appearing in First Post and earlier in the Hindu newspaper. She is the executive director of Sundaram Textiles, which was one of the earliest textile company globally to win Japan Institute of Plant Maintenance Total Productive Maintenance Excellence Award. She is an elected management committee member, CITI, the Apex Textile Association of India. So with this brief introduction, now may I request Mridula Ramesh to address the new students of our institute for the academic year 2020 and 21.
The young students who I see on the screen, you're about to enter 4 of your most transformational, fun, and important years of your life. These are years you'll never forget. I remember, I'll just go back to my experience in Cornell. I entered as a 16-year-old. And when I came out as a totally different person. And I think all the deans and the director and all the other dignitaries on the dais are going to stress academic excellence. And that is very important. But I also want to emphasize two other things. I'd like to focus on learning, and I'll come back to that in a little bit. But fun, which I'm sure you're going to have, is very important as well. Because when you look back at college, you're going to remember the fun memories you had. And the fun is like the cement that holds all the friends you're going to make together. And those are the friends that are going to stay with you through life. You've come from different parts of the country, but when you go away, you're going to bear that brand of NIT Andhra Pradesh with you. I got another message. I hope you can hear me. But now let me come back to learning. And let me come back to the message I myself got when I went to Cornell. And it's something that stayed with me, and it's something that's meant every day. It brings new meaning to me. So I'm just going to tell you that quote. And this is by a gentleman called John Gardner. And he writes about life. And I'll just read out what he said. He said, one of the enemies of sound lifelong motivation is the rather childish conception that we have of some concrete describable goal towards which all of our efforts drive us. So when you scramble and sweat and climb to reach what you thought was the goal, when you get to the top, you stand up and look around, and chances are you feel a little empty, maybe more than a little empty. And you wonder, have you climbed the wrong mountain? But life isn't a mountain that has a summit, nor is it, as some suppose, a riddle that has an answer, nor a game that has a final score. And this really is what I want to talk about. Life is an endless unfolding, and if we wish it to be, an endless process of self-discovery, an endless and unpredictable dialogue between our own potentialities and life situations we find ourselves. And this is really the message I want to give you. The luxury that you have in the next 4 years, before you get into a job and get into a family and have kids, and you have all these demands on your time when you're young and you have 4 years ahead of you. My only request to you is spend time to find out who you are, right? What are you good at? What do you like? What turns you on? And what are the areas you need? And I'll tell you why. I mean, this is philosophy, but I'll come to the concrete reason of why. I think in my introduction, it was mentioned that I invest in clean tech startups. So on a weekly basis, I see several people, like the people I'm seeing on my screen here, coming to me saying, hey, I've started this company and can you give me some money? And I think, you read it in all the papers that all these startups and entrepreneurs and all of them are there. And I was asked when I was speaking in another distinguished institute, what makes them tick? What do I look for when I invest? And I look for two things. One is passion, right? And passion is like an overrated word which is just used all the time. But passion really comes from when you know yourself very well. Okay, because when you know yourself very well, you're able to put in the kind of hard work, okay, and constant work that you need to get ahead in anything in life. And I'm going to give you an example of one of my entrepreneurs called Vilma Rodriguez. And, she's been awarded all sorts of awards now. You can Google her. But when she started her waste management company in her 50s, right? And it's not easy. Can you imagine mucking about in waste and trying to make a business out of it? But she has, and it's growing by leaps and bounds. And she has a whole team now, and she's come in, I think, Forbes magazine, and really famous and all that. And the one thing that distinguishes her and distinguishes every person, every entrepreneur that I've met, is they're just obsessed with their topic. They can go deep, they can go wide. And for that, you really need to understand your passion. And, it goes back to the 4 years, finding out what you really care about, which will allow you to put in the time. The second thing I look for, and something I would recommend you cultivate, is grit. Okay, and what do I mean by grit? Sometime between the time at your age and my age, you will fall, right? You will fail. People will be unfair. People will be mean. Your ego will be hurt. And at that time, you'll just have to pick up and keep going. It's an important life skill. Let me give you an example from the industry I work in right now, right? I work in the textile industry. And every 2 years, we get a big knock on our head. So when the lockdown happened, suddenly we had no demand. We went to zero demand, and we had salaries to pay, and we had raw material to pay for. We had a power bill to pay, and then it was a hit to our lower stomach. At that, and you had to maintain social distancing and make sure that people who came to work came in safely and returned safely, and all of the everyday notifications that were coming in. So this sort of a situation is going to hit you, unfortunately, every so few years in your life. And the ability to sort of say, you know what, I really am doing what I like to do, and I will pick myself up and go up. And it's the good thing about grit is it's a muscle. The more you use it, the better it becomes. And that is something I would like to mention to you, because whatever you do in life, that is really important. The last thing I want to talk about is luck. Okay, we can wish it away. I think everybody acknowledges that not everybody who is successful deserves to be there, and not everybody who has failed deserves to be there too. Here again, I'm going to defer to two quotes. One from Thomas Jefferson, who said, "I'm a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it." Okay, so it again comes back to hard work. And again, hard work becomes easier if you know what you're good at, right? And I want to end, I really don't want to say much more. I want to end by saying, you're entering a funny world, right? Many of your textbooks will become outmoded in a few years' time. Many of the skills, many of the truths you think are going to exist will become irrelevant 4 to 5, 6 years from now. The climate is changing so fast, right? Those of us who work in it know that certain parts of the world will look dramatically different in a decade or two. So what do I want you to take away in the years that you're here? Knowledge is important, but skills is far more important. How to think, how to judge, how to innovate, grit, knowing yourself. All of these things are very important. And I think you could not have come to a better place. You have 4 years, you have a new institute. There's a freshness and energy to anything that is new. And I want to leave you by saying, all of you here, are going to shape India in some form or the other. Okay. And my only request to you is you shape it in a way that at the same time you remain true to yourself. Okay, I wish you all the very best of health to you and your families. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam, about the thought-provoking oration on discovering self with passion, constant hard working, and learning skills with knowledge. Laurels may add to one's fame, but in some special cases, they add the thrust to explore and contribute more to the community in this challenging world. One such eminent personality and the key person behind the decisions taken in this institute, whose essence of great leadership is influenced, is our Honorable Director of NIT Andhra Pradesh, Professor C. Surya Prakash Rao. I request Dr. Krishna Chaitanya A., Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, NIT Andhra Pradesh, to introduce our Director, Professor C.S.P. Rao.
Thank you, Dr. Deepa, for giving me this opportunity. Good afternoon, all. Professor C.S.P. Rao has assumed charge as the founder director of NIT Andhra Pradesh on 22nd March 2018. He has graduated in mechanical engineering from JNTU College of Engineering, Kakinada in the year 1985. Professor C.S.P. Rao had underwent his post-graduation in production engineering and PhD from NIT Warangal. He had served as a scientist in the prestigious Defense Research and Development Organization before joining as a faculty at NIT Warangal. Professor C.S.P. Rao has more than 30 years of teaching and research experience. His lectures on automation, CIM, soft computing, PLM simulation, CNC, and CAD/CAM for PG students had cherished and motivated young minds to pursue doctoral programs. He was instrumental in initiating 2 MTech programs on computer integrated manufacturing and additive manufacturing. He has authored 10 textbooks on CAD/CAM, production technology, AutoCAD, robotics, soft computing techniques, and etc. As a notable outreach activity, he has contributed 16 units of lecture notes for the well-renowned Indira Gandhi Open University. He has developed video lectures on computer integrated manufacturing and pedagogy lecture notes on mechatronics and CAD/CAM. Professor C.S.P. Rao has a commendable research experience. He has guided 30 PhD scholars, and at present, 9 PhD scholars are pursuing their doctoral course under his able guidance. He has published more than 250 technical papers in international journals and conferences. He has guided about 150 MTech projects and executed R&D projects worth 4.25 crores. He had received prestigious awards such as Engineer of the Year, Scientist of the Year in the year 2008 from the undivided state of Andhra Pradesh. He has developed several state-of-the-art laboratories in manufacturing, which include Mechatronics Lab, Simulation Lab, CNC and Robotics Lab at NIT Warangal. Professor C.S.P. Rao has vast administrative experience at NIT Warangal. He was Head School of Management, Registrar, Head Mechanical Engineering, Head Center for Automation and Instrumentation, NBA Coordinator for Mechanical Engineering, and also served as Vice President for All India Federation of NIT Teachers. Ever since his assumption of charge as director at NIT Andhra Pradesh, he made his remarkable contribution in the development of this institute. With these brief words about our honorable director, I now invite Professor C.S.P. Rao sir to kindly deliver his presidential address.
Srimati Mrudula Ramesh, Chairperson, Board of Governors, NIT Andhra Pradesh. I thank you, Madam, for your kind presence in delivering some motivational address to all the first-year students. I thank you very, very much. I welcome all my colleagues who are on the dais and off the dais for today's induction program, which has been shifted from morning 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. exclusively for the purpose of attending by our Honorable Chairperson. Whatever she delivered, it is worth in gold. I request all the first years to go through the address, which is available in YouTube. You go through the address time and again and try to understand the essence of her message. On the behalf of our institute and on my personal behalf, on the behalf of my colleagues and staff, and on the behalf of all the stakeholders, I welcome you all for this induction program. And I welcome you all to this campus. The campus is a green campus going to be a smart campus and a campus to build your dreams and a campus to nurture your skills and a campus with all human values. I welcome you all to this great campus. The campus is under construction. It is in progress. If you join, you will be a participative person in the construction of this great campus. You can build your career along with the construction of the campus and construction of this great institute. I am very hopeful, thoughtful, because we are able to progress very well compared to so many institutions which have been started along with this institution and prior to this institution. The institutes which were started in 2009 and 10, there are about 10 institutes were started. A majority of them are not having buildings so far. Take NIT Goa, NIT Meghalaya, NIT Uttarakhand. They were pretty old institutions which were started in 2009 and 10. But they didn't have facilities. They are still running in private campuses. But luckily, we were able to build up an area of about 1 lakh square meters. And it's a good achievement of all the stakeholders of NIT Andhra Pradesh. The students, the final year students particularly, have passed, before last year, have passed from these portals only. I'm very, very happy that the first batch of the students could see their campus, the second batch of students could see their campus. Now you are going to enter into this campus with great hope. And with all dreams, I think this campus is going to fulfill all your dreams, fulfill all your careers. This COVID pandemic taught us many things, including conduction of the classes in digital mode. Previously, we were not tuned to this kind of exercise, but almost today we were able to conduct all our classes, and we are able to conduct our laboratories virtually using the digital technology. But I'm sure that at the end of this pandemic, we are expecting that it may go in a few months of time. If you all come to this campus, I'm sure that you will be surprised to see a new kind of construction. The precast technology has been used in this. And we are also planning to experiment some construction of some Corinthian pillars using bamboos instead of steel. The new technology which is coming up is bamboos, because bamboo's specific weight to strength ratio is at par with steel, and we are trying to use that technology to build Corinthian pillars, which are showcasing pillars being built in the front area of the gate. So NIT Andhra Pradesh, the people are, we are all, or rather we are all stakeholders are trying to adopt new technologies, new methods, and try to impart the best technical know-how to the students to become the world best technocrats. I hope that my students should become world best technocrats. You have plenty of hostel facilities. Accommodation is available more than 3,000 for first years. in which 2,300 capacity is already available. Another 800 capacity is going to be available in another 60 days of time. You have indoor and outdoor sports facility, gym facility, good laboratories, good classrooms, and whatnot for any institution. No, this is a conference hall. Like this, we are going to get another 2 conference halls. You have every facility that an institute is supposed to have. We are building, we are requesting, or we are seeking grants from the Ministry of Education. And we are also participating in large consultancy projects. One such project is Polavaram project. The value of the consultancy is about 1 crore. We are part of Clean Ganga program. We are part of virtual laboratories program. And whatever the opportunity is available to us, we are means myself and all my faculty and staff and students as well. We are grabbing such opportunities and converting every opportunity into a reality, and thereby we wanted to grow. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. The nation is banking on NITs and IITs. Entire India is looking for the output from NITs and IITs. It has been said by none other than Honorable Minister of Education. India is investing more on IITs and then on NITs. Its expectations are more on such institutions. It is looking for more innovations, new technologies. It is anticipating new technologies, new technological breakthroughs, more product developments, and indigenous technologies expecting from IITs and NITs. NITs particularly, I had experience, more than 30 years of experience in teaching and working in NIT system. Hence I know that now all the teachers in NITs are now pushed to another new area, that is you have to work, not only teaching, you have to do research, you have to do consultancy, you have to most probably tomorrow another thing comes, that is you have to earn your own bread. The government may support your salary. You have to earn all other perks based upon your consultancy and your contribution to the society. If that is such kind of pressure is built up, and delivering the technical education to the students really a challenging to all the NIT teachers. I welcome this kind of opportunity. This is another opportunity for all of us to grow. And it is the best way to give best technical know-how to the students. I'm very happy because about 570 students have reported out of 603 seats available in NIT Andhra Pradesh. And I expect that the remaining people might have reported today. I don't know the today's statistics. Students are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. You can become leader when you nurture your skills to the extent possible. If you are halfway through, your knowledge is not complete. If your knowledge is not complete, your learning is incomplete. If your learning is incomplete, you cannot become a strong leader for tomorrow's world. Beginning is the very important activity or important part of every activity. In that aspect, today's grand virtual inauguration of the induction program shall serve as one of the significant days in all our lives. Realize the transformation. You see, if you implant a seed, seed becomes seedling. Later, it transforms into a plant, and then it becomes a big tree and can offer place for hundreds of birds to survive on it. Not only that, it bears thousands of fruits. It offers shelter to hundreds of birds and purify the air around it and improve the groundwater. Like a tree, how it comes out of a seeding, you are also without much knowledge on technical education, and you are just like a seeding. We, the people here, nurture you by supplying nutrients, impart knowledge to you in all aspects. So, the students of today slowly getting transformed towards either postgraduates or doctorates, or you may get your placements after BTech. So you have started to undertake a focused step towards achieving greater goals in your lives. Like a very small seed that had withstand the tests of time and had slowly transformed into a giant tree, you, the students, entering with various dreams and aspirations today, should physically and mentally be trained to withstand the challenges and demands of our society and become a leader in your field of interest. NIT Andhra Pradesh will act as a best training platform in all your lives. Keep yourself motivated, pursue your goal with vision, and leave no stone unturned. On this glorious occasion, I wish to remind you the very famous quote of great Indian saint Sri Vivekananda: "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached." Take this as Maha Mantra and pursue your goals with a strong and unflinching mission. You will land up in an elevated place than you ever dreamt of. Success is the result of simple and righteous practices followed every day. Remember that any great monument we see today were not built in a single day. I would like to give you a few traits for you to be the best in your life. Be intellectually curious. In order to be a successful student, it is fundamentally important that you are interested in, engaged with your subjects. Curiosity drives you to explore the unexplored regimes in science and engineering. Chairman Madam told you that life is nothing but unfolding the unexplored areas. Similarly, you have to venture to explore the unexplored arenas in science and technology. Many of the advancements that have occurred today are resulted of thought process of curious people. Curious thinking enables action. Focused action contributes to achievements. Be self-driven. Don't depend on others. Don't depend on your roommates. If your roommate is clever, if he is practicing if he is really good in practicing the above, then you can, no doubt, you can copy him. The college level education, this engineering education, is not an extension of your school education. Here nobody is there to tell you, to make you to sit on the chair and to make you to study. Here everything is in your front. It is you to study. It is you to enjoy the time. It is you to do anything. Suddenly you got a lot of freedom. However, we put certain restrictions as far as attendance is concerned in the college. Attendance is concerned in the laboratories, but most of the time is available for you to do your own things. So you have to meticulously plan the time. Time management is very, very crucial, particularly in the student age. If you stop working today, tomorrow the work left over today get piled up, and such precipitation of works will make you to feel tense before the examinations. So try to complete the work. Enjoy in doing such kind of work. Enjoy the knowledge that you gained in the classroom and try to apply for a practical thing. Think about the problems around you and try to give an engineering solution or a technological solution to that. Thereby, this is the process of designing. All the design fundamentals, all the design principles you will learn while you try to apply the knowledge gained in the classroom to a real problem. In this process, don't be hesitant, don't be shy. Go and discuss with your seniors, go and discuss with your teachers. All the teachers, I'm sure that all our teachers are ready to help you always, are ready to provide you the facilities. They're all working with a positive mindedness, and it is you to explore that. Many doubts shall arise in your way towards learning. Identify your doubts and uncertainties at an early stage and try to get them clarified. Do not have shyness in expression of your goals. Be creative and original. Don't copy somebody or somebody's ideas and other things. Today everything is going to be recorded. Previously, if somebody write a paper by copying somebody else's material, which is called as plagiarism. But if you do today, same thing, you will be caught immediately. And remember that all your personal image will be at stake if you do such kind of things. Try to be original. You are something, because without that you cannot have an opportunity to enter into the doors of NIT Andhra Pradesh for whatever it is, whether it is NIT Andhra Pradesh or any other institute. So originally, there is some originality is there. Do not try to lose that originality. Try to build up that originality that is there with you. Try to be original. And you have to always be like an innovator. Today, buzzword is innovation. Apply your knowledge. Apply your technical skill, though you may not be having sometimes knowledge. Some grassroots innovators, you may be knowing some grassroots innovators. A person, a farmer who invented pumping of water by cycling, pedestrianing, and a farmer who invented a machine to peel off the pomegranate grains. There are several such success stories are there in and around you. They all done that based upon their experience without much knowledge on technical education. But since you have the knowledge, and if you have the trust to find out something else, find out a solution to your nearby problem, you will become a great innovator. You can start a startup based upon your innovation skill. You can have a startup. See, inspired by the madam, or Mrudula madam, she was, she is owning more than 15 firms, startups. See, we have to get inspiration seeing all such kind of people. And I'm telling you that it's you only can do it. It's you only can do it. Because you are at that age, at the age of 17, 18 years. You have a lot of dreams. You have a lot of aspirations. And you have a lot of time to work. You have a lot of time to work for more than 24 hours in a day. With same energy. But if you do it in the positive way, I think nobody can beat you in future. You should try to connect every day to lectures with your discipline and to the societal problems. And I also request you to supercharge your brain by reading, writing, and analytical skills. Reading, please try to inculcate the habit of reading every day. Every day, try to read Hindu newspaper. Your vocabulary will be like anything. Only before the CAT examination, before the GMAT examination, you wanted to know English, you wanted to read some English and other things. It's all wrong thing. If you wanted to get good CAT score or math score, you try to build up your knowledge by reading newspapers, by reading good books, English books. Writing, try to convert your thoughts in the form of writing and improvise your writing time by time. And how to have good analytical skills. You will gradually, by attending all your classes and the way the teacher tells you, you can sometimes you try to inculcate in a habit of converting that into some kind of model, like a mathematical model. A linear relationship between two different things, you can imagine that a straight line can be interpolated between a linear model can be developed, a non-linear model can be developed. A complex non-linear kind of thing can also be developed. You just think and try to apply your present problem into a small analytical model and try to solve it. I have the habit of converting every problem into an analytical model and trying to solve the analytical model. That is my passion. I had a passion that if a problem comes to me, I immediately, in the mind itself, will try to correlate. Then we will be able to know what are our constraints, what are our feasibilities, what is the zone of success, what is the zone where you find the solution. All these things automatically reveal you. My dear friends, I feel that everything is a problem around us is a problem. That problem can be analyzed using analytical skills. So, I once again stress upon that you have to supercharge your brain by reading, by writing, improving writing skills, improving your analytical skills, for which you have to use a lot of material which is in and around you. Communication skills, they are very, very, very important. Soft skills, they are very important for one's success in their life. So in this context, I request you to take part actively in the assignment, presentations, training sessions offered by the various people like humanities people, they will give you how to pronounce, how to know, a lot of training sessions on English skills, speaking skills, and also take part in placement activities to improve your communication skills. Lot of placement HR people, they are reporting that their soft spoken skills are not good for NIT Andhra Pradesh students. So whenever we get a feedback like that, we are immediately improving that. And our first batch has done well, second batch also done well. And I am now concentrating on the feedback given by the HR people in further training of our existing students, where some kind of lacuna is there, and we are trying to feed the students with by proper training. Improve your capability of performing under challenging situations. When there is no challenge, nothing is there in the life. Challenge is one where you have to take up the challenge and stand for it and try to win over the situation in the challenges. And one more thing is that you have to listen, first of all. Increase the listening capabilities. Some people never listen. When other person is trying to communicate something, they don't listen. This is a very, very poor and bad quality. You can never become a leader if you do like that. So try to listen. Try to listen completely, and you will get some kind of understanding about the person, and try to give him the answer. Or what you wanted to say, you can later put before him for his understanding. One more thing is, good contacts are very, very important. Never lose contacts with your seniors. Seniors tomorrow, they occupy good positions. They may help you. If you become an entrepreneur, you may require some contacts. Your seniors may help you in getting contacts. Today, bank balance, people used to say that the bank balance is not money. The bank balance is your contacts. How best your contacts are, you are rated at par with. So, my dear friends, I'm going to close by saying that I once again congratulate all the students who are successfully to bag a seat to pursue their undergraduate education at NIT Andhra Pradesh. My best wishes to you and your parents for choosing NIT Andhra Pradesh as your destiny of learning. I am very eagerly awaiting to meet you all in person, in the campus. We all celebrate the Freshers' Day or First Year's Day, some kind of function once you all come to the campus. I'm very, very happy. I'm awaiting you with all my colleagues for your physical presence in this campus. Thank you all, and all the best to you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your enthralling speech on new technologies. And definitely, we as a family of NIT Andhra Pradesh are ready to nurture the young new aspirants for future India with great vision and persuasion. Gratitude makes sense of your past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. It opens the door to the power, the wisdom, the creativity of the universe. I now request Dr. R. Arun Kumar, Associate Dean, Faculty Welfare, NIT Andhra Pradesh, to deliver the oath of thanks.
Good evening, one and all present here. I consider it as a privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion. This unique program has brought together the established personalities such as our distinguished director, Professor C.S.P. Rao, dynamic chairperson, Madam Ms. Mridula Ramesh, our in-charge registrar, Dr. P. Dinesh Shankar Reddy, and the dedicated team of faculty members, non-teaching staff, to welcome the newly joining stakeholders of the institute, that is, the incoming batch of students. Like an entire family that awaits with joy and enjoy a thrilling moment to welcome a newborn child, so is the temperament amongst all of us here in our institute to welcome the new batch of students. In this way, much of significance and color adds to this occasion. Our sincere token of gratitude to Madam Ms. Mridula Ramesh, the Chairperson, Board of Governors of our institute. Madam, your speech was enlightening us with many of your far-sighted thoughts on pursuing passion, upholding grit, improving skill sets, and other significant practices that are important for the holistic development of students. We are sure that your speech shall motivate the young minds to pursue their academic program with lot of enthusiasm. Our deepest sense of gratitude to our esteemed visionary director, Professor C.S.P. Rao, a dedicated academician, a proven researcher, and a dynamic administrator. A man who adopts light but tight approach in all his endeavors to offer everything on levels that are in no way second to excellence. Sir, on behalf of the program organizing committee, we thank you for your valuable presence and your words of wisdom and knowledge, which not only inspires young students, but also energizes the faculty members to join hands with you in taking the institute on a progressive track. We place on record our heartfelt thanks to our in-charge registrar, Dr. P. Dinesh Shankar Reddy, who had always been approachable and accessible at all the times of needs. A person who helps us refine our work practices to make them better for the smooth functioning of the institute. We thank you, sir, for your valuable presence and words on education. Our sincere thanks to Professor T. Kurmaya, Dean Academic Affairs, for being a part of the program and offering a bird's eye view vision of the programs of our institute. Heartfelt thanks to Dr. G.B. Viresh Kumar, Associate Dean Student Affairs, for meticulously planning the organization of the event. Our sincere thanks to all the deans, associate deans, heads of various departments, members of faculty and staff for being a part of the program to welcome the new batch of students. Our sincere thanks to the dedicated technical team of NIT Andhra Pradesh and the team of SAS department for helping us tirelessly to organize the program. Our sincere thanks to PS to the director for arranging to the live telecast of the program on YouTube. Our heartfelt thanks to the parents who have strongly believed that our institute will help their wards achieve greater heights in their lives and have entrusted us with a great responsibility of molding their children in the years to come. Our sincere thanks to all the aspiring students for joining the program online. Thank you all.
I request all to rise for the national anthem.
शुभ नामे जा